Hey everyone, this is Numidium3 again with a blinking DOS prompt in front of me, and as you might have figured, that means I am not playing Oblivion next. I am playing Arena. Most of the people that responded to the little questionnaire I did said they wanted to see me play Arena, so I guess you guys are a bunch of retro drunkies. Or maybe you just really don't like Oblivion. I mean, I guess I can understand that. I mean, I like it, but I know a lot of people don't like it, but anyway. Without further ado, let's watch the intro to Arena. There's no sound. This is strange. Hang on a second. Technical difficulties. I didn't really test this before I started recording. Maybe I have to run it from the C. Here we go. So this is the first Elder Scrolls game, and this intro kind of lays out the background for you. Not everything is here that's in the later games. There's no mention of any Daedra, but the Tamrielic Empire is here. And Uriel Septim is the Emperor right now. And he's 43 right now, they say. They said that hope flies on death's wings. Prepare. Oh, okay. Oh, let's get going. Okay, so the music is really loud, and I would have talked before, but I didn't want to try to compete with the volume, but anyway. So I'm not going to generate a class because you can't really create a custom class. All that does is pick the class that'll best suit you from a list. After a questionnaire, and the music's getting louder, it's going to drown me out. Okay. Let's try Spell Sword. Pretty similar to the kind of character I played in Daggerfall, except that spell swords, I don't know if they're skilled in archery, but I need to be able to cast some spells. Let's see. Sure, why not? Let's keep the old naming convention going. choose my face.
Do not fear, for it is I.
It's good enough face.
Listen to me. There are no others left to carry on this fight. You have been left in this cell to die. Jagartharn, Imperial Battle, Mage of Tamriel, has taken on the guise of the true Emperor. He does not see you as a threat, being only a minor part of the Imperial Court. In that act of arrogance, he has made his first mistake. Look to the north wall of the cell. You will find a ruby key which will unlock the door. Take it and make your escape. The passages here were once used by Tharn to hide treasures he had stolen from the Emperor's coffers. If you wish, you can gather enough to support yourself away from the Imperial seat. Be careful. There are many creatures which inhabit the sewers now, vile rats and goblins. It is too late for me, for I am already dead. Only my powers as a sorceress keep me between this life and the next. That power, however, is waning. Do not succumb to greed, or you may find these tunnels to be your final resting place as well. I can still work my magic to a certain extent. If you travel west from this cell, then south, you will find a shift gate. It will transport you far enough from the center of the Empire that you should be safe. If you survive these sewers, you will see me again. Remember, Tharn has taken on the guise of the Emperor. No one will gainsay his word for yours. I will come to you again in your dreams, so it is imperative that you rest from time to time. In that way, I will be able to communicate with you and lend my aid. You are entering a dangerous arena, my friend, one in which the players are beings beyond your mortal comprehension. I do not envy your role. There is, however, a power within you, as yet untapped. Look for me when you have gained experience in the world. You are my last and best hope.
Okay, so the story is basically that there is an evil wizard that's impersonating the Emperor, and I need to stop him. But first I need to get out of this dungeon. Man, the frame rate is bad. I think there's some way to make the text not do that. I'm pushing the function keys. This is how you change options in this game. Oh, pixelation toggle, okay. That's what I wanted. Let me see if I can turn down the music a bit. Ah, that's much better. Alright. So, speaking of the music, I have a save file here. Oh, I'll just save over it. So speaking of the music, it was written by the same guy who did the music for Daggerfall. You might notice you might recognize this dungeon tune. Oh man, the frame rate is so bad. Can I increase the game speed? One of these function keys. I guess I can't. I've gone all the way up to F12 and now it's changing my frap settings. Okay. Oh, game speed slower. No, I don't want that. Oh god, no. There we go. Okay. More of that. Can we have more of that, please? This game was originally supposed to run at like 15 frames per second. Right now it's running at about 3. Like, literally 3. Fraps says that I'm running at 3 frames per second. Okay. Let's try to pick this up. I suppose I should have done a recording test before I started this. Okay, I think things should be working a little better now. I reduced the frame skip to 1, and I've increased the CPU cycles per second quite a bit. Let's hope it just doesn't run too fast. Alright, how do I access my inventory? Okay, here we go. And it's dagger. And the inventory and all the menu systems in this game are very primitive. So let's see, I need to go west and south to get out of here. As Rihad said in the vision. Let me turn down the sound a little bit. It's hard to adjust anything. Because it's not designed to run at this speed. Okay. So you pretty much have to run this game in fast motion to get a decent frame rate. And you might notice some issues with the sound. Seems like only one sound can play at a time. So everything else goes silent when you hear those drums playing. Where those drums are coming from, I have no clue. And I'm out of spell points, okay. So I need to go find a niche to rest in. So this game has some clipping problems, like Daggerfall does. But not quite as bad because it's not fully 3D. That was part of the problem in that game. Yeah, this game uses similar techniques to Doom in order to appear 3D. It's not actually 3D. Daggerfall is fully 3D. I mean, you might say it's not fully 3D because, you know, like the enemies are poster boards, but the collision detection is done in 3D. But in this game, the rendering is raycast, which basically means that the engine draws lines at several angles from your position, and once it hits a wall, then it draws a vertical line whose length is based on the distance between you and the wall, but it's technical stuff. So, since this game doesn't have skills, you can't level up by gaining skills, of course. So, you have an experience point system. You get experience points from killing enemies. I don't know if you get it from anything else. And I am really close to death right now. I hope I can find someplace safe to rest. Okay. Ah! Get away from me. Oh, another dagger. That's nice. Can't camp here. Let's get back. I'm a little bit rusty with this game. It might take me a little while to find the exit. Oh boy. I'm basically dead. Alright, here's a niche. Or a niche. I believe it's pronounced niche. don't know, I can't speak English. I speak American. Okay. Alright, so I got some of my health back. It's a good excuse to save. So the control scheme, I guess I should talk about that. The control scheme in this game is really clunky. You have to use the arrow keys to move, and the only way to strafe is to use the mouse to put it on a specific place on the screen, and then click. But you can't strafe with the keyboard, so that's annoying. If you want to rotate your view, you can't use the mouse. Well, I guess you can use the mouse if you like move it over here and then hold the button in. But nobody who has ever played a modern first-person game would want to do that. This was still in the early days of first-person games. The very early days. So can I wear plate armor? No, I can't. It's one of the disadvantages to being a spell sword. Okay, I need to go further south. Where's that door I came through? Okay, it's over there. It just wouldn't open for some reason. There. So I need to find some kind of gate that can teleport me out of here. I hate these hidden doors. Not even all the way hidden. You can see them on your map. Just kind of tedious to open them. Alright, I don't need to rest. Just keep going. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, this is not going to take me where I need to go. Or, okay. Maybe it will. There we go. I'm gonna get to like level 10 before I get out of this dungeon. Okay, where am I now? Alright. $15 gold pieces. Not enough spell points. Alright. We'll be coming up on the final stretch here. This is the smallest handcrafted dungeon in the game. So that does not... this does not bode well for how long the other dungeons will take. I just really need to get used to how this game plays again. Alright, finally. So, at the beginning of the game, when you leave the first dungeon, it immediately teleports you to your home province. So since I'm a high elf, it takes me to Somerset Isle. And it puts you in a random city, or town. There are 3 classes of town. There are towns, villages, and city-states. And they all differ in size. The defining feature of city-states is that they have a ruler of that particular city-state that you can go talk to and get quests from. And we'll be seeing a lot of those in the main quest. So I'm gonna go find an inn, because dreams are how you progress in this game, or progress through the main quest. So, although the graphics in this game are pretty obviously inferior to Daggerfall's graphics, I have to say I really do like the towns in this game better. I think that it really feels more like a town, not just a collection of buildings. Because, you know, you have, like, prostitutes standing around, and you have this creepy guy in an alleyway. Just a bunch of little stuff that makes the place feel alive. Like, sometimes you'll see, what do you call those, clotheslines that hang from building to building. Of course, it's a lot blockier because, you know, it's raycast engine. But I really like what they did with it. I think it's a really strong point of this game. I'm having trouble finding an inn. I should probably ask one of these high elves. Pardon me, high elf brother. Can't ask where the nearest inn is. Alright, maybe you can. Where is... Oh, nearest inn, that's how you do it, okay. Northeast of here. So the dialogue system in this game is simpler. It doesn't try to do a, you know, a politeness slash streetwise kind of thing. They just usually just give you the information or they don't know. And every time you enter a building, they give you a little description to make it feel more real, I guess, because the graphics can't convey a whole lot. So they use words. They have this stupid drinking song stuck in your head all day. Yep, that's pretty close to reality. Found this song stuck in my head many a time. So you can sneak into a room, and that will usually work pretty well if you're a thief, but if you're any other class, chances are it's not going to work and you're just going to end up having guards come after you. And so yeah, that's how thieving works in this game. You push a button that says steal shit. And it either works or it doesn't. It's riveting. So I'm gonna get the King's Suite. Because, well, hell, I'll get the Emperor's Suite. I'm going to stay for 1 day. And the better room you get, the less time it takes to fully heal up. And everything you buy in this game has a negotiable price. Even tavern rooms. So I'm going to make a counter offer. I'm going to say 50 gold. If you want to give me a real offer, okay. Guess I need to go a little higher. Alright. So if you want to sleep in the bed, you just sleep, like in Daggerfall.
It is said that Fang Lair was originally built by the dwarves of Kragan. Legend has it that a great worm drove the dwarfs from their home in the Dragon's Peak and took the lair for itself. I only wish I knew the exact location. Perhaps there are sages or scholars who would know of this place. Somewhere in its dank depths lies the first piece of the Staff of Chaos. I wish you well. I do not think Thar knows of your escape, but I can do little else in this form. I have tried to obscure your identity with a spell, but I do not know how well it will hide you. Take care, for Tharn may be searching. Go forth with the blessings of the true Emperor, and myself.
Okay, so Half-Dead Lady says I need to find a place called Fang Lair. Shoot. Okay, that's good. So, I need to go ask around until somebody tells me where it is. Because you can't really go out in the wilderness and look for stuff in this game. It doesn't work like that. In fact, the way this game handles wilderness, all that is, it randomly generates it every time you go out. So like in Daggerfall, the terrain was randomly generated once at compile time, but in this game, it's generated at runtime. So every time you go out in the wilderness, you'll see different stuff. And you can't cross the borders from one province to another, even though you can play the game map in this game is like all of Tamriel. So you can't really cross the borders. If you go out in the wilderness, you'll just keep generating new terrain until the computer runs out of memory. Or until, you know, the allocated space that it has runs out. So I can't really talk to anyone right now because most everyone is asleep, except for the creepy knife guys and the prostitutes, and the people in the tavern. So I'm gonna wait until morning. What time is it? 8:27 in the evening. Oh, I still have a room. So I guess I'll wait. I will camp in this tavern for 12 hours. Everyone should be awake by now. So you can talk to the people in taverns, but they're not really friendly. If you thought I looked friendly, you were mistaken. See, I just... She confirmed what I just said. Haven't heard of any work. But... See, that guy was surprisingly nice. He actually told me to go look for work at the bartender. Just having a chat with her invisible friend. That's kind of weird. And this guy's racist. And... yeah. So people are just not nice in taverns. Oh, and this game has holidays just like Daggerfall does. Let's see. 3rd of Hearthfire. Few of the oldest, more superstitious men and women. Spirits in their bodies, most citizens enjoy the holiday, calling it Tales and Talos. Even the most light-hearted avoid the dark streets of Seakeep, for everyone knows that the dead do walk tonight. Only the Mages Guild completely thrives on this day in celebration of the oldest magical science, necromancy. All magical items are half price today. Cool. I should go make a trip to the Mages Guild then. Oh, and here's a beggar. He's working it. Alright. So, there is Fang Lair. Try asking the temple, they seem to know everything. So you can ask about rumors, general rumors, or you can ask about work. Sometimes they'll give you a quest. Like kind of quests you can have in this game are just like random quests where you have to go kill something, or artifact quests. I believe you can only have like one artifact. Or two, I don't know which it is, but yeah, so that's random quests in this game. You can also ask about the people that you're talking to, and they'll give you some little story. And if you talk to them again, they'll remember you. Yep, she says, "Remember me?" So that's pretty cool. I don't think they do that in Daggerfall. So yeah, a lot of the stuff that this game sets out to do ends up working. Like, Daggerfall has a lot of cool content in it, but a lot of it is broken. Like the dialogue system. Doesn't really work like it's supposed to. Okay, so she pointed me to Hammerfell. So let's go to Hammerfell. I already know that I should be going to Rihad to find it, because I played this game before. So here we are in Hammerfell, land of the Red Guards. It's very hot here because, as you can see, the women are around in bikinis. So let's ask them where we can find Fang Lair. Temple response. In the wilderness. That's not very helpful. So here's a street preacher, I guess. Wilderness. So he kind of looks like a Catholic monk. He has like a cross as a necklace. It looks like a Bible right there. Everything in this game is pretty generic. I mean, it doesn't really have that trademark Elder Scrolls stuff like Daedra and the Nine Divines. Like the priests. I don't even know who the priests worship. I don't even think they say in this game. It's basically just like a bunch of D&D enemies. Stuff from European folklore. Typical fantasy fare. Alright. So I need to go to the southeast corner because that'll get me to the castle. Because I need to talk to the queen. I have to remind myself to go to the Mages Guild. I'm definitely going to be buying a lot of potions from them. Alright. Almost there. Should be getting there. The towns in this game are pretty big. I think they're about the same size as they are in Daggerfall. Except, I'm not sure, maybe they might be a little bit bigger. I think they might be. First two games, they tried to give it kind of a realistic scale, but more when they gave up on that whole idea. I can see why they did it. Filled with farmers discussing their harvests with Queen Blubamka. tinker in the room after the business through procrastinating return to field work. Ah, so Rihad is at war with Tanith. That really doesn't have anything to do with the main story. It's just world fluff. So interestingly enough, this queen does not appear to be a red guard. I don't know why Hammerfell is having non-red guard kings and queens. Okay, so the queen told me about a goblin that took a bunch of stuff from the castle, and he knows where Fang Lair is, so I need to find his documents. In order to find him, I need to go to a place called Stone Keep. Alright. So, I guess next time I'll show you Stone Keep. But for now I think this is a good stopping point. And I'll see you next time.